Okay, we are live. Yesterday was really fun. Yesterday, it actually worked, the game that I was making. And just a quick summary on what's going on. I made a game a long time ago, keywords.io, the website. And it was really simple. It was really basic. It's just a typing game. There's a game called Type Night. And I basically just copied it, but made a really bad version of it, like if I'm being honest, where there's one guy, like you, and there's like others, like hordes coming in, each one with a name on top of them, and then you type a word basically. You type the word, and then that zombie, horde, creep, whatever it is, falls. If they get too close, you lose a life. That's it. That's the whole game. Type Night is like that. It's a 2D game, but that was never the intention. I didn't want to just copy that game long term. I just wanted to copy it to see, like, is it possible? And I did, and it worked. But then I started getting some ideas. I started thinking, let's make this game legit. Let's actually come up with our own mechanics. Let's do stuff with it. And we did. It's completely different now. And I'll show you just how different it is pretty soon. Yesterday was the theta launch. And you could say we're still in the theta launch. This isn't beta. It's not even close to being good enough for it to just be out there, even just for debugging. But it is possible because of AI, large language models, really fast workflow, to already start working on it together. In other words, you give me suggestions, I implement them. Now here's what I've already done. This is from yesterday. You can see every green square is basically a suggestion. Red means it's done. I actually did it. This one and this one. Okay. Purple are the ones that accept these two, this one and this one. Purple with a little thing inside of it means I've already gotten Fable through my Bev workflow, which does a bunch of things automatically for me, to add them. But I haven't tested it, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Here are the milestones, or the phases, I should say. And it just got done. Just got done. All the implementations, the verifications as well. Green checkbox obviously means done. And yeah, so we have all that now. Mostly suggestions and realizations coming from yesterday. So here's the thing. It's really easy to just imagine a game and then have it happen, but not have it happen properly. When you want to have it happen properly, you need to actually have a bunch of people going in and finding flaws, because chances are your vision is incomplete. And I learned that, I want to say the hard way, because it is the hard way, but really it's fun. Like, it's not difficult. You just kind of let yourself go, or your work go, and you just show everyone, and then they give you all the issues. So most of these issues were resolved. Notably, and this is the difference between yesterday and today. And if you're joining the stream, let me know. Stay tuned, because pretty soon we're all going to join the lobby. Might as well throw that in there now. Keywords.io. This is the game. You can already begin playing. It's live. But notably, here are the main changes that we've added. One is meritocracy. If one person types more words than another person to fell enemies, they should get more XP. So we've added that. It's called meritocracy. Censorship. This is something I should have added in the beginning, but one of you guys came in with a lot of profanity with when it comes to the username, and then I realized, I was like, this is a problem, and I was in a bit of a, oh, what do I do? What's that word when you stop? The word censor just didn't come to my mind. And then one of you guys typed it, censor. I was like, censor is... I sit here preaching to you guys just how powerful language, like English language, semantic language, is now, that it's possible to basically convert it into code. And then I forgot that word. It's funny. But yeah, that's one of the big ones. But then more importantly for gameplay is we have a bunch of skills. I haven't added the skills yet. I want to leave that for today. Oh yeah, words pop to the front, so that's a big one. One of the bugs, basically, you could say it's a bug, or it's just AI misunderstanding, is sometimes you get a word, because now it's 3D, right? You could get a word and then it just gets completely obscured or hidden, and then you don't see it, and you're just locked into it, and then you just force lose. Silly mistake that AI wouldn't know to fix because it uses the DOMs with my extension, and so it sees everything, even if you don't see it visually. So that should be fixed. We're gonna test it live. Yeah, those are pretty much the main ones. Auto size, one of them. So fit to the screen, you know, it made it small. Anyway, so this is the first test. This is the first test since I've actually set it up. Or for a human mod not found. Ghost on duty. Okay. This is for anyone joining the chat. J35 Ghost is a bot from my mod, basically. So if he's not here, his bot will come in. I get he's still building it, so you know he's testing it out. We're all developers here. We develop things. All right. So one of the silly things that's an issue is I don't even know my password for the game because it. Oh, actually, let's try signing up. Let me try. It's a good test. All right, I'm gonna set up a name. Sir Epic is my gamer tag. Password is gonna be. Oh, nice. You can't see it. All right, I'm gonna enter the. Actually, I need to click sign up. Oh yeah, that's one of the other things I forgot is I added this theta launch. Expect the bugs. I'm not asking for emails or anything because it is this new, like the theta launch. There is to some extent some backend stuff, you know, Supabase using all that, but still very, very early. So that's why it says this. And there's a nice little link over here. So people who join, because in another stream, people who join should come actually to me. Network error. What's the error? I'm not on the actual live one. I think I have to go to the real one, keywars.io. Okay, so on the actual one, it just auto logs in. That's nice. All right, we're back. And it does fit into the entire screen, so that's a good one. The other chats need me keep it wholesome. Okay. So here we are. Trinkets are there, lobby. All right, I'm gonna start. And so there's an option to minimize if you click here, because it's always on auto fit. So I kept that there just in case this doesn't work. But yeah, I'm gonna try creating a lobby and entering. I'm also gonna put this in the chat. Want to join the game. All right, so anyone coming into the stream can see that. Let me know and then join the lobby. Okay. The lobby is going to be 2 battle. Create lobby. Nice. Yeah, I'm starting to think that fit auto fit is a bit too aggressive. Like this would be nice. This would be a nice amount. Either way, it does look like it's working. Let me see if I can move this to the chest. Yes, I can. It's looking good. Level 6 still. This needs to be fixed. I forgot about this. The faces. But we're leaving most of the aesthetic stuff for later. Yeah, let's show him. But what is it about? A little bit of an explanation. Sure. I'm gonna just start the game and you'll see exactly what it's about. Let's start a new lobby. You just type the name. The thing is, you can join, or the word. You can join, what do you call it? Like together. We attack together. Troll, gallop, crow, and obviously there's rewards. Wolf, arrow, and it auto locks. So we're on a team. And here's like wave clear. It'll show you your words per minute. And we're still building it. Now here's the thing. I don't want this to just be about speed. There's abilities here. So if I type slash poof, all of them disappear. So this really is about, it's not just speed game like most of the typing games where on merit of being fast you win. This is more of a game, like should be a game. Yeah, let's join, but oh, it's same comment. Yeah, do you want to join? Just go to keywords.io and let me know, by the way, based on your gameplay. Basilisk. Alright, I'll stop with, with that. This is what it's like when you lose. Let me know based on your gameplay what skills I should add, because I want the skills to be like trinkets. Well, they are trinkets already. Okay, so it's like improved typing game. Yes, kind of. Kind of. Here's the thing. It is going to improve your typing, but like I said, the skills. So these skills over here is going to be consequential when it comes to winning. And I'm going to add types of skills that some of them go to like healers, like you can revive, you can, with your team, you know, you can be a tank, give yourself a buff, armor. Like there's a bunch of things that you can do in terms of healing and support type characters. And then some of them are attack, like poof, like make them go away, stun, you know, CC control, like an actual game, right? But the mechanic for controlling your character is going to be typing. And so obviously there's going to be a huge competitive advantage for someone who to battle. Okay. So you can't see the lobby. This is the lobby name. I need to write that down because I almost forgot about, well, I did forget about it. You should be able to see them, but I didn't add that. Already we're winning. Already we're seeing, we're finding issues. I'm going to use the next page for today's stream. Yeah, you can join. And then you can choose your face. You can choose a bunch of things. Oh, you joined. Noob Lord. Okay, 1 second. Let me just write down because you couldn't see the lobby, right? Show all lobbies. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. Remember, this is the theta, so careful. You know, we'll get some issues. And by the way, just so you know, when you trigger the skill, or when you want to trigger your ability, you just do slash, like you're typing a skill. Come on, Noob Lord. Let's do this. Just type done. Or Herald. We're in. You clicked ready. Come on, what are you doing? Siege. Bro. I don't mind carrying, but what's going on? Is this a bug? Or are you just, did you get busy all of a sudden? Oh no, he's back. I see you. I see you. See, you're locked in now. When there's your color basically around the word, then I can't interfere. When it's my color, then you can't interfere. So that's going to be a little annoying, but that's part of the game mechanic. In other words, we have to work together if we want to succeed. I'll just leave that there. Good vision. A little lower so you can see the hearts. No. Now I'm just letting you carry me. I'll zoom in, zoom out a little. Yo, what's up? Hey, you wanna join the game? Oh no, the boss. Okay. I need to join. I'll take care of the boss. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So you did everything for the boss, but I got a heart, Noob Lord, because I got the last hit. I stole the I stole the heart from you. I'm sorry. Colossus, Strike, Warlock, Storm. I'm just gonna leave the difficult words for you. Long bow, parry. I can't zoom right now. I want to zoom, but I want to make sure. Okay. What if I just leave it on no actual? Oh, that's way better. Yeah. Alright, we need to actually focus because it does get a little difficult. Anyone joining the chat, you guys can join too. Yeah, this is much, much better than yesterday. It's actually possible to work together now. Win Winta? Win Winta. Is that a parrot playing piano? Or a axolotl or whatever that devastation. Oh no. Juggernaut. Poof. I poofed them. Don't forget we have poof. We have other skills too. Conquest. Pause. I paused them. We need to get the boss. Bird. Oh no, you can't see the ones in the back. Executioner. Ironclad. Davis. Night. Fall. Cat. Oh no. Now we're doing good. It was an axolotl. Axolotl. I got betta fish and then I got sick because I didn't do a good job of cleaning ironclad. You gotta make sure when you have these pets that you take care. And then I just got a bunch of shrimp. Oh no. Alright, it's over. Then I just got a bunch of shrimp. I'm sorry. Noob Lord. Alright, I'm getting distracted. I'm streaming. But yeah, now I have a bunch of Bloody Mary shrimp, the Neocaridina shrimp. They're extremely hardy. Like there's so much stuff online about, oh, you need to get the water parameters just right for them. No, you don't. You really don't. That's how strong they are. So long as you have like an acceptable range and then it stays consistent. The one thing you shouldn't do with Neocaridina shrimp is change the water quality hard on them immediately. That's the one thing you can't do. I don't type fast. I'm still learning. No, bro, you're pretty fast. I just saw it. What happens if two players type on the same entity? Come join the lobby. It's called 2Battle, and you'll see. Go keywords.io. It just locks in. Basically, the rectangle that is your name, you're the only one able to type that word. So if you choose a difficult word, you have to type it, because if you don't, you cost us the game. Careful. Yeah, so the lobby is called 2Battle. By the way, was it case sensitive? That would really help me if you let me know. Can it be 2Battle? Like if you type that, would it work? Axolotl. Noob Lord. Still there? You still want to go? By the way, you can change face, action. skin. I'm gonna add more action skins and everything. And since you're here already, you're gonna be legacy members. So even later on, when it gets paid, and you have to buy it, you just have the account now. So that's nice. You can add this, a full sentence, and user types. The player will run away from the enemy, and if he misspells, he stops, reset the sentence. So player run will be fun. What do you mean by player run? The full sentence thing could apply very nicely to the boss, or to a boss variant. Yeah, I'm gonna write phrases. Maybe not like full sentences, but phrases. I'm gonna say introduce phrases. The first version, really old keywords.io, which was basically just a copy of Type Night, the game Type Night on Steam, but really bad. Oh, Winata. That version was literally just, imagine a really bad version of that game Type Night. That was keywords.io first version, just to see, is the mechanic possible? Like, can I type and make that work? And then I went ahead and reshaped it. Well, what do you mean by okay? Yeah, it worked well. Sometimes I was typing, but it did not register the word. I think we were typing at the same time. Yeah. The player will run away from enemy, and if he misspells, he can stop. Like, you mean introduce movement, like physical movement? Right now, the player are just standing there, and enemy approach. Okay. So what if enemy comes with a full sentence, like 5 to 10 words, and the user starts typing as he is typing, the player auto runs. Ah, so basically you're saying make it so that there is physical movement. Ah, you're saying that the physical act of typing actually moves the player, which makes the whole thing much more dynamic. That is a great idea. That is a great idea. It just makes the whole, because it's the same thing. You're already doing exactly it, right? But it just goes and it turns this whole game from like a static thing where you're just there to like a thing where there's a lot of movement, which, oh my God, this adds the possibility to add attributes like speed. Like if you choose a skin, bro, Noor, Ahmed, Shikelgar or Shikelgar, I don't know. Thank you. Noob Lord, we pay tribute to you in the future. That's your name forever now. Noob Lord. Go ready. Minwanta is ready. Running warriors. Dynamic. Assets. I don't know, but I'll remember what this means. Speed. Attribute. Skin. Change. Yeah, different skins can now have attributes. Meta. Somebody joined Meta. Welcome, Meta. Who has the axolotl? Oh wait, never mind. You have the same name. Away from enemy, like continuous ether on. That's an amazing idea. I'm gonna take that a long way. All right, let's do this. I'm ready. You guys wanna click on the ready button? This is how ready I am. I'm gonna put on my ready glasses. Let's do this. That was me getting ready. Start match. Yes, I'll go ready. One issue is the bug. Auto scroll bug. Auto scroll chat bug. That's a proper bug. Like when you type something, sometimes it just moves everything down. And by the way, when you go to spectate mode, just so everyone knows, so we can actually have a chance to win. When you go in spectate, if you have many hearts and someone is in spectate mode, you can type this. This revives, or this self-sacrifices a heart. Hi, how are you? Keep grinding. Thank you. I'm good. Razanexa, thanks. It can even go beyond just typing. Don't know it will work, but small math problem for kids. Solve math while running and use same idea you can extend to GK quizzes. Maybe. Maybe. Come on, Noob Lord. People are waiting on us. Click ready, let's go. Maybe. I do want to keep it on the language and literature side of things, as opposed to like the science and math side of things. At the end, user should type, and if user is on fire, like winning a lot, you can get a car to run even faster. The enemy is running. Yeah, all that is for the future, but that's true. I want to build the foundation for all of that right now. Come on, you gotta click go. I will be going now. Bye. Thanks. Aw. Dude, thank you so much for the suggestion. Seriously, like I didn't even think about that. Making it dynamic's a really good idea. I'm gonna use it. Come back and see when it gets implemented. All right, I'm gonna kick. Oh no, I don't need to kick you up. Oh, Sumi X, someone else joined. All right, guys, come on, everyone, click ready. Let's go. Let's do this. If you want to change Sumi X, if you want to change your actions and everything, you can do that. You guys have to re-click ready. Oh, new bug found. Whenever a new person joins, ready gets removed. Ready removal. Oh, I almost clicked go. Come on. Okay. There we go. Ready removal. When you join. Let's do this. Don't forget about the abilities, guys. You have abilities. If you click slash, you trigger your ability. Slash poof makes them all vanish. Stun gets the closest person to stop. And pause pauses everything. And then you can still type when everything's paused. Wrong zoom button. Sumi XX, you ruined it for everyone. Rampart. You ruined it for meta. By the way, it's random. If you lock in and then the word comes in and you didn't type it in time, you're not the one who loses a heart. It's completely random. So you cost Meta a heart. Meta hates you now. You have to finish the word that you choose to type. Sumi was felled. How was Sumi felled? Did you leave, Sumi? Juggernaut. The last person to type the boss's word gets a heart. So whoever types that word gets a free heart. Meta, you got your heart back. You got it back. The bosses give you a heart. Sumi XX, quickly type. Are you still there? Because if you are, I'll revive you. Cataclysm. Actually, I'll do it. I'll do it anyway to test. I did it. I self-sacrificed the heart. Rampart. Fortress. You're back in the game. Lord. I built an AI Coding super app started 6 months ago. I could not get users and started live streaming, did 19 days, and I highly recommend everyone do so. Now I have 11 paid users for my app. Congrats, that's exactly what I'm doing. I realized live streaming and just exposing your app to everyone is the best way, because you find bugs also. Like, in addition to making it work, you get real feedback really quick. Berserker. Crusade. Reza, Nexa, are you playing? Are you meta? One of the things that I really wanted this game to do is get people upset about the fact that they can't communicate. Because you can't type to people, but then also the game mechanic is typing. So I'm talking to you guys, you probably have things you want to say, but you just can't. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Sumi. No, I'm only watching you guys. Oh, okay. I think Sumi XX actually just left Stormbringer. If you don't have the typing speed, I can see how this game can be very frustrating. Stormbringer. Wildfire. Oh no, wildfire. Oh no, I'm sorry, guys. I poofed. Really quickly at the end, I poofed. Hi, what are you vibe coding? I'm vibe coding this game. Did you make the game? Yes, I did. Storm Stronghold. Join the lobby because looks like we're about to lose. I'm just gonna keep using my poofs. Make them all disappear. I have one poof left. Axolotl human. Who's not an axolotl, who's a human. You slash poof. You have 3. Slash poof. Type this really quickly when you can't. Oh no, oh no. It's on you. Not bad. I mean, we made it to level 8. Bro, which AI are you using? This is me with my victory done. Oh, I forgot. It didn't actually get there. Oh, I wanted to pause. Bro, which AI are you using? I'm using Fable, Claude. And I have my own workflow, which lets me do all this pretty easily, actually. Like, you just tell it, all right, I want this, I want that. Make it secure, and it happens. Right now, because this is so early in development, I'm not asking for emails. So when you sign up, you don't put an email or anything. It's so fun. Nice. I'm glad you like it. Criticism, guys. Criticism. What's something that you don't like about it? Because I'm looking for 2 things. Bugs and ideas before I start adding the true skills. Right now, there's only 3 skills. Right now, there's only 3 skills or trinkets. You got the pause, which will pause everything. The stun, which will take the closest person and just stun them. And the poof. Okay. Now, obviously, like if we're gonna do like a really strong trinket later on, I'm gonna make it a little difficult to type, right? And I have to be creative with the naming convention. I don't know if you can call it that, but the naming. But yeah, for now, suggestions, whether it's skills or if you find bugs. You guys want to go again? You guys want to go again, or do you have some ideas? Let me know in the chat. Any ideas? Skill ideas? Wars. Dial. I'll talk a little bit more about the long-term kind of plan for this goal as people join and check the gameplay. If you're joining exactly now and you don't know what I'm talking about, you can just go back a bit and see what the gameplay is and then join the lobby. Or really create your own lobby. And just play. But here's the idea, long-term idea for this. The trinkets get traded, and we already have some logic for the trading. Viros joined the lobby. And what you can do is actually go like this. So I can take this trinket, okay, and I can put it on the table over here, like this. Oh wait, it needs to be in the chest, and then from the chest to the table. So now, axolotl win one ta. You can go and take this, like you can take this, drag it, but you have to trade it for something. And yeah, so there's these different options, what I want for what trinket that's available. And for now, all this logic is still kind of new, so we'll work on it. And then you can convert these trinkets when you have duplicates to XP, and then you level up and unlock stuff. All right, everyone's ready. Everyone wants to go. Let's go. Viros. Okay, guys. Let's go. March. Maybe adjust the text card, make it more dynamic, more further the enemy, more higher the card, so it's not overlapping each other, more clear visual just to, and suggestion. Nice. Yes, that might be resolved when we start making it dynamic. I'll write that down, but first, let's actually win these waves. Archive drops. You joined. You're Veros. I see. Right now it's easy. You know, anyone can type anything. Like, we're good. Axolotl, you're the one who typed all the words just now. I don't understand the game. I'm new. When there's a word coming your way, type it. The only reason it didn't get locked in for you is because once you're locked in, you have to finish the word. I just gained a heart. Champion, quickly type it, champion. Nice, you did it in time. If you didn't, then any one of us would have lost a heart. Wyvern. Is Wyvern a word? Like, there's so many W's and Y's recently. Shield. Which, damn, you type really quick. I can't even get a word in. Yeah, one of the issues is like latency bugs. Like, I'll think I got the lock, but then I didn't. Demo testing account joined the spectate. I'm gonna throw you in demo testing account. Let me know, give me confirmation. I'll self-sacrifice a heart. Okay. I poofed everyone. I poofed everyone. That's one of the skills that you have. I'll throw you in demo testing account. No one has felt, oh no, I can't throw just a random spectator in. Alright, I paused. I paused so everyone can type things. I'm sorry, demo. I can't throw you in right now. You have to join the next game. I pooped again. I don't think you guys have the skills because you need to reach certain levels and win hordes to gain them. I think I'm the only one who has the skills, right? strong hold, whirlwind, onslaught, basilisk, coloss, shield, mice. Oh no. Oh no. I poofed everyone again. ASD 321. Is this a new person? Is this a completely new person? It's a new. Night. Fall. Stun. Stun. Alright, paused everyone. Guys, I have one pause left. So, let's take advantage. Veros, what are you doing? So, we're screwed. This is over. Okay. I don't think we can, because I don't have any. It's over. The thing is, I'm trying to talk because I'm live streaming, you know what I mean? But then also do this. It's a little difficult. ASD joined. Did you get thrown into the lobby because you're already in? Or did you manually click back to join? Also, are you the same person? You can choose faces. You can choose which face you want. No, you are not. There's a different person. Demo testing account. Joined the lobby for real and ASD. Hi, guys. Alright, let's see if demo testing account. Alright, you chose the armor. Veros. Okay, don't forget, guys. You have a war chest. You have a war chest, okay? And you have a build. You're basically like a loadout. And every one of these abilities, if they're in the war chest here, you probably want to drag them over here. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Handlup. You pop up on my YouTube front page. Really? We made it. I'm on the front page of YouTube. That's my celebration. Thank you. And thank you for letting me know. How can I use the skill? You just do slash. So if you type the slash button and then type it, it activates. So slash poof, like this. Okay. And I don't think you can use poof because you're not level 5, I believe, is poof. But you can use stun. Ready. All right, let's go. What model and what harness do you use? Just Claude. I don't go too deep in orchestration and all that stuff. Fable and bypass permission on the Cloud Code desktop app. And with the correct skills, you can get away with doing a lot if you have a very structured approach and you efficiently index things. So when you write a skill, knowledge-based style, really good indexing. Tell it this is what you do, this is how you do it. Really good organization, work on specific things at a time. Audits and implementation and verification paired with a desktop, not desktop, a Chrome extension. Like, look, see this? Shoof Sand, because it's a sandbox. It's a bridge. It bridges Claude to my browser, which is a test browser. And then what ends up happening is it has a lot of connection. You guys are playing and I'm just like sitting here talking. Come on, guys, carry me. But yeah, so like if I click this and then click on this open visualization, this is the thing that I built. I can see my desktop, but more importantly, the bridge can see all of the network settings, or not network setting. The when you right click and do inspect, right? So the dev tools and all that stuff. So it has full control because that's how the DOMs work. But more importantly, it can see everything, which means it can really actually build really good HTML. UI and all that stuff. I'm sorry, guys. Let me actually play the game. Let's do this. We can't choose the same words because if we do, then what's the point of doing it all together? Ooh, new problem. You guys are the same color. I'm gonna make that adjustment. Same skin, color, distinction. You guys are probably confused because you're choosing the same skin. Charge. On one hand, this is good for, you know, engagement because you guys are having fun. You're in the chat, you're with me in this. On the other hand, nobody's typing anywhere else, including on the chat, so I'm just talking to myself. This is the game that I've built for anyone new who's joining, and you can join us. You can join us. Demo testing. I'll revive you. You're back. Take advantage of your backness. Cataclysm. Longbow. Basilisk. Juggernaut. Yeah, make every player his own color and every enemy should belong to a player. Yeah. Already every enemy does belong to a player, but the problem is the color. It doesn't let you know. Like who belongs to you. Next game, we'll have to choose different skins. Oh no. I poofed them. I poofed them. That's my contribution. Just literal poof. Archive drops. Are you demo testing account? The way that you revive someone, by the way, is you do /heart. /heart. But it's not free. When you do that, you give one of your hearts to the other person. And if you have one heart and you do /heart, you self-sacrifice. Basically, you get felled. Felled is when you lose. Oh my god, I'm trying to type in the game and I'm typing in the YouTube chat. Poof, I poofed them. I poofed them again. We're almost at level 10. I think I'm the only one who has poof because I'm the highest level. So you guys are actually there trying to fight for your life. Berserker. Oh my god, it must be so difficult for you guys because you don't know who's who. Because it's the same color. Yeah, this is difficult. Gauntlet. Nightfall. Oh, ASD, you gotta... Alright, pause them. Keep typing, quick. I have one more poof. I have one more poof. I have multiple stuns, though. I have one more poof, and I have one more stun now, because I just stunned twice for no reason. Demo testing. What happened? Should I revive you? Look, this time you have to type it, if you want me to revive you. Thunderclap. Poof. That's my final poof. We're done. You guys need to understand this. You need to lock in. I don't have any more poofs. Oh no. Hey, that wasn't bad. That was not bad. That was not bad. We did a lot. Not gonna lie, we made it pretty far. What's with the bartering stuff? Oh, Veros. Veros trying to trade up for skills. War chest. Yeah, you traded. I found a new bug. I'm abd at time. uh, you're what at typing? That's funny. You want to type bad and you mistyped it. Correction, right. Quick correction there. Best game ever. It's gonna be the best game ever. We're gonna work on it. What was I gonna write down? It was an important thing. Literally forgot. It was like a big deal. Oh yeah, war chest. So that's kind of a problem. The trading. From build, you should be able to go directly from your loadout. Load out to table function. Yeah, I'm thinking we can play again, or I can explain. Let me explain a little bit more about the game. There's adversarial mode, by the way. Veros, you want to go 1v1? You want to go? Let's go. Let's go 1v1. Let's do this. Me versus you. You versus me. Let's see who wins, and then I'll explain. I won't explain now so that I can win. Go. Click ready. Veros, are you archive drops? You have to click ready if you want to go. Oh, you clicked ready. Let's do this. Adversarial mode. You'll see me on the other side. Let's do this. Every time you type a word, it spawns a new enemy or a new person on your side. I paused and you didn't. They're probably screwed. Ah, I don't know how you survived that long, I'll be honest with you. You didn't use pause at all. When you paused, I couldn't type. No. Are you sure? Pause. Are you sure? Because that's not how it's supposed to be. Sometimes, Fable will make executive decisions and just, check pause skill. One side effect. Yeah, I typed the word but didn't kill an enemy. Yeah, I need to come back to adversarial mode and fix it. Right now, I might as well explain. Because really this game is not even close to being done. But so this is what I don't want this game to be. I don't want this game to be pure how fast can you type. Even though for some people that would be amazing because they just, they can type really fast. So they want to show off. They want to be like, yes. But imagine this with me. Imagine if there are a bunch of trinkets and a bunch of skills and game modes then make it more about strategy than typing. Because games like, for example, Mobile Legend, yes, hand-eye coordination and game IQ with like the 5v5 are very important, but the build really does matter. The teamwork really does matter. So much so, actually, that it's very important to choose a build that matches your play style if you play a game like Mobile Legends or League of Legends or those sorts of games. Even like Call of Duty, Fortnite, all of these like first-person shooters, you know, you choose the weapon that matches your personality and like the way that you play, and it really gives you an edge, you know, like shotgun versus sniper, you know. And so with this game, I want the trinkets to be that OP, if that makes sense. Like I want them to almost override how fast you can type. Somebody who types slower than somebody else who has a better strategy should be able to win. And that's the end goal with this game, so that it really does become a game, you know, not just a let me practice situation like most of the typing mechanism games. Yeah, I typed the word, yeah. What do you guys think? Like, whoever's still here, just looking around, maybe clicking around. I wonder if there's another lobby going on, other people, because it's live, you know, you can just go create your own lobby. You can just go farm XP right now. What do you guys think of it? Like, let me know ideas and stuff. Yesterday, I said this before, but for anyone new joining the chat, yesterday I got a bunch of suggestions and I implemented most. And we had a bunch of issues and we fixed most. And all these purple ones have been resolved, but later I want to verify, make sure 100% that they're good before I make them red. Red means done, for real. And that's basically where we're at in terms of this build. Oh, archive drops. Left the lobby. One other thing that bothers me, I don't know why, I just feel like this setup here is too difficult. Like it's not inviting, you know? Like if you already know the mechanic, it's fully functional, but it doesn't look like you can go and actually just click the buttons, like drag this around and stuff, you know? And I feel like there's too many words. Like AI does this thing when you tell AI to do something. It does this thing where it just puts too many words. Like this doesn't need to be this many words. It just makes it feel like, what am I reading? Like what's going on? Like it could just say war chest, and then somewhere around it says drag and drop. And now you know there's drag and drop capability, and you learn by just dragging everything around and dropping everything. Very intuitive. Yusuf, your game is very fun and unique. Thank you. There's a lot of room for improvement, yes. Wish you the best for your project. I need to go. See you in a while. Take care. Thank you. Thank you so much for actually joining in, playing, and giving me honest feedback. I think you more earlier, yeah. More further enemy, more higher the card, yeah. All this will be definitely considered. And hopefully next time we come back, you'll see like improvement. Do I want to keep like another thing that I'm thinking about as I build this game is do I want to keep it difficult? Like really difficult? Right now it is really difficult. If you're a typist and you're just used to typing, it's not difficult for you. But for the average person who, you know, doesn't sit there practicing their typing skills, this could be a bit difficult. And so there's just kind of a barrier to entry, which is natural. It's gonna happen in a game like this. Do I want to keep it? On one hand, it incentivizes people who play the game to get faster at typing, which will in turn enhance their daily, you know, life. It's just if you're better at typing, especially in this day and age, It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. On the other hand, it will kind of make the game not fun for a large portion of the people who try the game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it difficult. I'm gonna have like some trinkets be the meta. So kind of like with Mobile Legends, where you have like an ability like Flash or Sprint. Those are just always there. They're not even like, yeah, you choose it as part of your build, but you don't like earn it, get coins to get it, and you can use it in any character type. So it makes sense because it's so powerful and it's so used that they just leave it there. You know, like heal, literal heal. Like that's something that shouldn't be a trinket, but then the trinket gives you a lot more heal. Like one of the trinkets can say +3 heart boost, or +1 for everyone in the team heart. You know what I mean? There's a lot of creative direction that you can go with something like this. Here's what I'm gonna do. I want to show you guys the prompts that I used to build all of this, because it took literally like 2 days, two prompts. Because these are the sorts of things that I'm gonna add to the game based on what you tell me, really. So this was the big modification prompt. This isn't the first one. If you watch the video from yesterday, you'll see the sorts of issues that we had. But yeah, so I'm gonna just go in a little and skim through it. I'm not gonna read everything. One of the issues was somebody said like it's difficult to distinguish between the winner and the loser at the end because it just flashes and leaves. So I said to make it clear and show, because there was no words per minute. I show the words per minute, little stat at the end, you know. So that's a pretty big, it's a little thing. But also use these stats to give more XP to the person who typed more. So we added meritocracy. So that's the first prompt, or first number one in the prompt. Number two, the lobby, it should be possible for administrator to kick users out. And that's because yesterday we had a situation where unfortunately somebody just left. They just left, but then their user stayed. And then we couldn't do anything about it because I didn't add that in. And then so I added that mechanic, and then after I added that mechanic, I added like kick and then the prompt, yo, Jamil, I'm number one. Number one, did you join the game or something? Oh, you mean because I showed you the game before it got this one. That's true. Jimmy is the first person I showed keywords to. Keywords is the old version worked kind of like Type Night. I wonder if I can show you Type Night gameplay. Yeah, so the old keywords behaved somewhat like this. It was 2D, where you're just on the left side, and then they come to you 2D platformer style, and you type the name, and then obviously there's bosses and everything. So we switched it up and we made it. We added like a horizon line. Yeah, we added like a horizon line, and we set it up where you have the skills. Like you type skills. Type Night has those functions as well. But I'm gonna make skills the main like mechanic. I'm gonna go really far with the skills. Make your game full screen. No, I want to join. I did already. Full screen now. Guys, if you want to be calm down, calm down. Let's calm down. Buy my course, bro. Buy my course. Okay. Join. All right, nice. You joined. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Jamil. We're in the game. Maybe you should type some stuff. Maybe you should type some stuff, Jamil. It's not full screen. Are you sure? W. Thank you. Lucky Faraday. Join the game, Faraday. You can already spectate. You can click the spectate button, but as soon as we are felled, join the game. Stalwart. Blade. Halberd. I wonder if it's possible, like, because you guys can't see the stream. I'm gonna just zoom in like that. There, you can see things. Alright, I paused everyone. Paladin. Troll. Moat. Onslaught. Warrior. Iron. Art. Giant. Jamil, you have to type Spectre. You have to type it quick. I can't see. Oh, Jamil. Bro, you're making us lose. What are you doing, bro? What? You know that the game's successful if it ruins friendships. Jamil, I'm gonna revive you, okay? But don't make me regret it. Let me know, Jamil. Let me know if I should revive you, because I can. I can sacrifice a heart of my own just to revive you. Should I do it? You gonna let me down if I don't? Because I'm gonna give you one of my hearts. I'll do it. I'll type /heart. You're back, bro. You're back. You have a heart. Come on. I don't know, man. I feel like you didn't really contribute anything there. All right, you're back again. Come on. I'm out of poofs. Oh, you guys missed it. I typed everything, but I was too zoomed in. The horde prevails. The horde prevails. I'm typing, it's not working. I bet you're typing wrong, because it's working for me. Sometimes, actually, that happens to me as well. And I don't know if it's an actual bug or not. Your game's That's how you know the game's successful. When people get pissed. It is frustrating though, right? Because like you want the game to work. You want some emotional level of like, right? Lucky Faraday. If you want to join, join. If you're still there. The lobby is to battle. Keywords.io. Anyone who's in the chat, you go there, you click around. You just do. There's no emails. There's no email sign up because this is not even the beta. This isn't even the beta. This is the theta. This is the expect some bugs and let me know what you think stage. The theta, right? We're not even live. I mean, technically we are, but the beta is going to be different. The beta, once it's out, like there's going to be all the not all, but most of the main trinket. Like, you know, Mobile Legends has a bunch of characters. Imagine Mobile Legends, which has like 50 characters, 50 warriors, League of Legends, whatever the game is, currently only has like 5, but the functionality is there. That's theta. That's theta. That's the stage that we're in. So Keywords.io. The lobby is to battle. Jamil, do you want to go again? Want to go again? I mean, you clicked on already. Let's go again. I'm ready. Let's go. We march. Herald. Quick. Spear. Ward. Yes. That was my words per minute. Rim. Raven. Nice. This is working. Good teamwork. This time I think we might actually level up in this typing game. This time we might actually make it to the point where we win. Gone. Oh my god, no. Gone. Select. Some of these words. Scimitar. Helm. Crow. Pixel. Bro, you have one word. One word that you gotta do. Executioner. Longbow. Gauntlet. Warhorn, you got this, bro. Come on, don't let us down. Brother. Good job. Good job, bro. Oh, Philip, join. Philip, you can type things to us. You can just say things. Poof. I did the poof skill. Shadow. Lance. Charge. Sword. Charge. Whirlwind. No, we're doing good. We're doing good. Sentinel. Sentinel. Spectre. I wonder if people, because I'm putting it out, are playing the game in like their own lobbies and just farming. Cataclysm. Warrior. Halberd. The pause button, by the way, Jamil, will pause the. Oh, Philippe is back. Philippe says hi. Hi, Philippe. I assume you can hear me in the chat. I run bad. Warmonger. Oh my god, we're being judged, Jamil. Don't let us down, okay? This is for anyone who doesn't know, Jamil's my IRL friend. And this is our performance to the world. We're trying to show our skills, and Jamil, I'm not gonna lie, you're kind of letting us down here. Alright, I pooped everyone, it's okay. Veros, oh, it's Veros, you're back. Come on, let's do this. Battle Mint. Nightfall. Spell. Oh, the problem is like, don't, but that's my last poof, bro. That's my last poof. Alright, look, I'm gonna strategically pause them. Yalla. Oh, found. Jamil, when it's paused, can you type or no? You should be able to. Oh no, I'm out. You're out too. We are out. We're all felled. Look at us. It's so cute. Ah, it went away. I really want to be able to throw people in while, like people who join and spectate, you can bring them in. Yes, okay. So you're just not typing when it's in pause. Okay. All right, let me type. Let me type. Let me write one thing down really quick, guys. I mean, Veros, you're really good, so you can carry us in the first levels while I write things down. I'm gonna write down. Allow heart on spectators. Add numerals. Yeah, so like heart 1, and then you choose whichever person you want to bring in. Heart numerals, add numerals. Choose spectator. Oh, Felipe is back. Guys, two things. One, let's leave. Just lose. Lose now because two things. One, we need to change the skins so that everyone has a unique skin so that you can see who you are. And two, Felipe, I think, or Philip wants to join. I think you just got in late, right? Veros, just let us lose. I know you want to win, but let us lose. No, he just won't let it happen. It won't take long without the poofs and everything. So Felipe, just a second. Felipe. Oh, Felipe left. Let us lose. Yes, thank you. Because if you choose the same skin, and I wrote this down, so tomorrow we won't have this problem. But when you choose the same skin, you can't see who you are, and so let's choose different skins. Is all I'm saying. Okay, Jamilio. All right, Felipe is in also. All right, glad to show you guys. Anyone else who wants to join, join quick, because once we start, we're gonna go for real this time. All right, looks like we're good. I'm ready. Veros, you chose blue. Jamilio. Okay. All right, guys, let's do this. Pay attention. Let's win. I'm also in this. I'm not gonna think about what's going wrong. I'm gonna try to win because I've been thinking too much about what's wrong. Whoa, Felipe can type. Felipe. I wonder if it's Philip or Felipe, because when you say Philip, there's a little in the end. It could just be Philip. Yeah, I'm not even I'm not getting any. Halberd. Charge. What, by the way, Philip. A. Once you're locked into a word, it has to be you who types it. No one else can type it. I was thinking of changing that, but then I decided to keep it. Cause some conflict between friends. You gotta have some conflict, you know. It's a good game mechanic. Last person to hit the boss, like the last heart, gets the heart. There's definitely lag and latency, which is definitely causing lock issues because the colors keep changing. So that's a problem. I know I said I wouldn't type or write things down. I'm sorry, I'm just writing this down really quick. latency resolution lock. All right, latency lock needs to be fixed. Cataclysm, Jamil, yo, Jamil, you cost me a heart. Look, because it's random. If one of them makes it, it's random. Someone loses. Now Veros has 4 hearts because he felled the boss. The last hit of the boss gives you a heart. Look what you did, Jamilio. Okay. Can't even get a word. You guys are so quick. How are you guys seeing these words so quickly? Warrior Felipe. Wow. That's actually not bad. Felipe messed up. His word got, or his heart got taken for it. Alright, here's the words. A little more zoomed in before. I can't even see. That's the thing. Like, I got one. Warmonger. Long. On. Ramp. No, I'm trying to get any word, honestly, but oh, Spectre. I got one. Oh, Felipe got a heart back. Good job, Jamil. Good job. I saw that one. That was, that was under pressure. Under pressure. Good job. Wash. You did it. Improvement. Battlement. Never mind. You just lost. You just lost the boss for everyone. We could have gotten a heart. You just ruined it for everyone. Why would you take the boss if you can't do it? Oh. Battlement. I'm typing the words, but I don't get any. Like somebody else is. I'm almost done because of you. I have 1 heart. I'm the one complaining the most because you're the one who caused me to lose all this. I poofed them. I poofed them. I don't know if you guys have poof. I know actually you don't because you're not level 5 yet. I paused them. I'm not gonna lie, Veros and Philip are actually really carrying us right now. You and I, Jamil, we need to get it together. Whoa. I got felled. I got felled. Veros, I would appreciate it if you typed / heart. Like really quick. And as soon as you do that, I'm gonna pause. That you quickly / heart so we can survive. / heart. / heart. Shield made it. No, it's too late. Maybe there's a lag. Oh, / heart and I can. Oh, it's over. It's over. I don't like how this display looks. It's not clear. The words per minute. Guys, not gonna lie, that was fun. That was we did it. You know, we leveled. We made it across the levels. That was good. Criticisms, please leave it in the chat here on YouTube. What was the worst thing? I'll be honest. I deliberately want, because I could have changed it. I want it to be a scenario where you can't see the word in the back. That's too far in the back. If there's a word in front, because then you have to blame your teammate, and then you have to choose like who are you gonna let with your team. I really forgot about the heart. Yeah, I was telling you. I don't know if you could hear me on YouTube. Oh, Philip, why it doesn't work? Synchron, like not. You mean it's not synchronized? Like it's not fully synchronized. How can I have abilities? I got the heart for the boss, but in your view, I failed. So the game was not sync for everyone. I need to do more deep verification stuff. I'm using Fable for this, by the way. Like, there's a lot. Thank you, Philip. Deeper. Deeper. Think. You know why it's probably like that is because yesterday I built the whole foundation for it, and then today I added the heart skill. And it probably just went ahead and did what it does, the AI, which is let's do a surgical fix, you know. It's like, okay, but what about all the other dependencies that need to actually, there's probably like a bunch of silent failures. That's what Fable likes to say. I'm a vibe coder, you see. This is how I talk. Silent failures, you know. Build the system architecture, you know. I'm not taking any emails because I haven't built it well enough. I think this is an interesting game. Thank you. Thank you. There's delay. Delays is the biggest problem, I feel like. Because like speed is a really big part of this. I got the heart for the boss, but I read this already, but I got the boss. But in your view, I failed. How do I do that? Like, how do I fix this? I guess I can have like two instances of Chrome running at the same time, and then make Fable kind of play against itself for verification. Double play verification. Double play verification. That's a big one. Thank you, Philip. Which VPS is this running on? And is it using WebSockets? What is even WebSockets? I feel like it is. I am a vibe coder at the end of the day. So you'll have to excuse me. I'm using Railway because Vercel just does not suffice. Which VPS? There's it's just Railway is the host. WebSocket's a communication protocol that creates a two-way real-time channel between a user's web browser and a server using a single open connection. Yeah, definitely Railway, but I'm gonna look into because Vercel, correct me if I'm wrong, please. Vercel has the HTTP connection, and that's how it works, and that's not persistent. This is my understanding so far. And that causes difficulty when you want to have like a live session between multiple users. But then Railway, because of persistence, well, really because of other things, but has persistence, which makes it possible to have synchronicity. But the sync bug isn't because of Railway, it's because I failed at prompting. Use Opus 5 instead, it's cheaper, and it's doing its stuff better to ensure game synchronization across clients. You should implement a fixed time step tick-based loop. What I should do is study those words that you just typed, understand them, so that this can work very nicely for me. Philip, my guy, and Sasaloki. This isn't like a note. So I'm gonna use my special pen because these are terms that I should study. Because I can't write the note if I don't know what you're saying. Got fountain pens. Implement a tick logic the buzzword you should use for vibe coding. Okay. Tick logic, WebSocket. WebSocket, I feel like I get it because there's requests, but I wouldn't be able to explain it. VPS is just virtual private something. It's just WebSockets for the game. So that it stays in sync. So that's how I solve it. Like, this is how I solve the latency issue. Sockets, full latency resolution. I don't think latency is even the word, really. Because it's a sync thing, according to you guys. You can use the AI agent you're using for it. Yeah, this is the one, tick-based loop. Wait. Fixed timestamp. This one sounds like, it just sounds like the right one. Fixed timestamp. Time step. Tick-based loop. You just gave me my night right now. This is what I'm gonna do all night. I will master the tick, the tick step. The tick step. I'll just call it that, and then every new programmer that comes in that lost their job because vibe coders managed to trick the CEOs into thinking I can do it for a fraction of the price, just as good. And so now all of them are upset. I'm gonna be one of those people. You guys are betraying your own kind. I suggest not using tick polling as it's inefficient. So if Fable suggests tick/polling, then I should say why is it inefficient, or just tell Cloud to fix it. Haha. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, but I need to tell it correctly. Tick polling. Tick/polling inefficient. If you guys are wondering why I'm physically writing things down, it's because that's how you study. It's how you learn. Like, if I just copy all this later and go back and say all these things, and then I try to read it and understand it, it's different when you actually write things down. One, you don't forget. I'm very forgetful, but two, it's different, you know? I suggest not using, that's why WebSockets were created for browser-based multiplayer games like this. Is that what I'm using now? Is that what you're saying? That's why you still need to synchronize the connected users over WebSockets. Click on YouTube, yes, true. You guys literally sound like programmers. Like logic wins. Just logic. Like, let's throw things around and see what wins. All right, this is next level. This is most of the suggestions have been, you know, like hey, let's do this, let's do that. This is your problem, and this is a potential fix. Thank you guys so much, actually. Yeah, so these are the keywords really quick. So there's tick logic, and there's I'm gonna learn what that is. There's fixed time step tick-based loop. I'm gonna learn what that is. WebSocket is a very important one to fully understand. And then there's also tick polling or polling can be inefficient, especially compared to WebSocket, which is why I should really study WebSocket. That's a big thing. So if Fable comes along and says, hey, we can just do tick polling, it's easier. I'm gonna be like, no, don't do that. And that's basically how I'm gonna succeed without really knowing too deep what's going on. But don't worry. I'm not dumb. I'll get a real programmer to look into this before I turn this into a situation where I take emails, and even worse, like I start saying, hey, give me bank information because you have to buy this. Don't worry, there will be a full-blown system architecture. I understand it's necessary. I wonder if we already have some of this implemented. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start a new session and I'm going to ask. But first I'm going to say, this first. I'm going to say, I'm currently live streaming. I'm currently live streaming, so don't reveal any private / sensitive information. Answer these questions. Okay, so for anyone who's been following along, anyone who has been following along, who's tried the gameplay, who's given suggestions, who's found things annoying because it doesn't work really well sometimes, we're gonna learn a couple of things. Hey Jay, just to clarify, WebSockets provide full bi-directional communication, whereas HTTP follows a standard request-response model, where polling simply means repeatedly requesting updates. Ah, I get it. I fully get it, and that's why you need Railway instead of Vercel. Correct? I think I'm gonna look a lot deeper into it, but I think that's why you can't just do it on Vercel, because Vercel doesn't support WebSockets. I'm still thinking, I'm still learning. However, to keep clients synchronized with WebSocket, you still need to implement a tick-based logic. One of the things that's really important is being able to use it grammatically correctly, because semantic language becomes coding language, you know. If you do the correct grammar, I think it helps overall. It doesn't have to sit there and spend reasoning on trying to understand what is what. But anyway, I answer these questions. Are we using WebSocket via Railway currently? And then also, are we, or do we have, let's say, do we have tick-based logic implemented, question mark. And then I'm gonna say, is there a fixed time step loop? Note, this is about keywords.io. Yeah. So one thing, oh, by the way, wa alaikum assalam. I know how you like that more than hi. I need some time to properly wake up though. Your robot visited me, by the way, earliest in the chat. Immediately when I started, it was like, hi. You know? It wasn't like, salam alaikum, which is a whole thing for you, you know what I mean? So maybe you should fix it. My internet friend, J35404, Sasalokis, hey, that's all right. Yo, by the way, Jay, these guys just gave me a lot of information that is really gonna help me a lot just now. They played the game, and maybe, just maybe, they can type faster than you, Jay. You played the game against me, and you're like, haha, and I won. But guess what? Guess what? Maybe I go and I put them on my team, and then we beat you. Just saying. I see great potential in this streamer, and I noticed you've already been supporting them. Thank you. That's a Lokis. Thank you. Well, that's good to know. You guys know each other. Keep vibe coding. Have to go, but I subscribed. Will follow the progress. Oh, I didn't read that in time. Thank you, Philip. Thank you for spectating. Also, that helped me to see like it actually work. And you went in and out. That really gave me confirmation. And thank you for all the comments. And the really, really important tips. The tips that you gave me. The terms, I should say. I just woke up. Sabah al khair. Good morning. All right. Let's see. All right. Yes to all three. So we have these things. WebSockets on Railway. So yes, Railway is where the WebSockets come in. The server is a custom server.js on Railway that attaches a WebSocket server on the /ws upgrade. So for anyone who doesn't know, we built a game. It's a really nice game. You can just go back really quick to see what the game is, but we're having some sync issues, and I'm fully vibe coding this. Fully. And right now, all I'm doing is trying to figure out what Fable did and just see like what's going on. Like, how can we improve this? Because we still have some latency, or not really latency, sync issues. So for the other person, it's a little different than it is for you when you're playing the game, which is a problem. You can't have that. And so we're learning terms. We're learning some terms. We got 3 terms. WebSocket is a term. Tick-based logic, which we have, and fixed timestamp loop. So apparently we have it. Yes, the match engines. So this probably needs to be optimized. Oh, my bad, guys. This probably needs to be optimized. Counts everywhere and ticks. Spawn, cooldown, creep speed, fraction, freeze, 100 ticks. Word difficulty map, ramp. Okay, so it exists pretty much everywhere. Fixed time step loop. Yes, sort of the simple form. So I was just trying to say yes, but I don't think we have it. Because it's like sort of the simple form. Maybe this can be optimized. Set interval, step tick milliseconds. At milliseconds 100, 10 hertz, server authoritative. Ah, that's right. I remember choosing 10 hertz when it asked me things. So probably I can just make this, I don't know, like 1. No, that's way too fast. You're not gonna. But then again, I have seen ping be like 2 milliseconds in places. So could be possible. Server authoritative with snapshots broadcast each ticket. It's a fixed interval, not an accumulator style fixed time step with catch up. If the event loop stalls, ticks are delayed. You know what I think really actually needs to happen? I have the solution. I know what happens. It needs to be an illusion. An illusion. In other words, Instagram. What did they do? They, to make it seem like it's getting uploaded faster, started uploading it while you were sitting there choosing your filters and stuff, which then is a lot less code that needs to travel, which is faster. And so your high resolution image at the time, when the internet was slower, was being loaded without you really knowing that it was being loaded. So what if we utilize the runtime, keyword vibe coder, what if we utilize the runtime to lock in and make these distinctions between who has the word and who doesn't preemptively, okay? And then we make it possible to just kind of have, for you, just on your side, a consistent view of it got locked in. But then we show, like we make it possible for multiple people to choose the same word, that someone else is choosing the word. So what happens is for you, it's immediate. You're locked in always immediately whenever you choose a word. But then you quickly see that someone else came in and started typing the same word. And it just gives you that feeling that it's very tactile. Like immediately, as soon as you click, it happens. And if we'd set it up this way, it's going to be so much faster immediately because you're using your own runtime. The distance that travels is like this distance here. See this keyboard? If you're looking at the chat and you can see this keyboard. Attack shark. Attack shark. Because apparently sharks are fast. Got a coil because it makes it faster. It's all about speed. I'm fast like that. Look, see this? See this plug here thing? Totally makes everything a lot faster. It's very useful and it gives you a competitive edge. I'm kidding. But you get the point, right? The distance between here and like here, my motherboard, is how far it needs to go as opposed to cross-country sync. If we use the runtime, that's what I'm thinking. Attack Shark, yes, which is available on Timo. So do with that information what you will in regards to the quality of this super fast coil, because it coils up. So I'm calling it a coil. Anyway, went on a bit of a tangent, bit of a rant, but I'm thinking out loud. Yeah, I got a mouse from them once. Is it good? My mouse is a Steel Series mouse. It's very old. It's a little dirty. Part of why I kind of hide it, but I really like it. It's heavy. It's really heavy. I don't like when mice, can you say that? When the mouse is really light. I don't like when it's very light and it's like there's nothing. I want there to be some weight to it, like you're moving a thing, you're actually doing something. I get it for gaming, you probably want to have that, like, want to be light, but still, like even with gaming, I want to move something. A copy of the Razer mouse, but it was really good for the price. Yeah, this keyboard honestly is like amazing, and I've had Razer keyboard. I think it was called the Death Stalker. Wasn't a mechanical keyboard or one of those clicky clack keyboard. Not the Death Stalker, no. No, it is the Death Stalker. I had this ultra slim optical keyboard Razer Death Stalker line. I had this keyboard. And it was a really good keyboard that I can't find for some reason right now. This one. The touchpad was a literal mouse. Okay. And there were these buttons over here that you can configure to do whatever you want. And it was a really good keyboard. Okay, I really liked it. It was very good, high quality, higher quality than the keyboard I have now, Razer, you know. But honestly, for the price, because this is like really expensive, these sorts of keyboards. For the price, this is amazing. It's more than enough. It has the functionality, and you can change the keycaps, right? And it works. There's backlighting. You can do whatever you want. And Skylong also has these sorts of bigger keyboards. I don't know if it compares. I forget what this is called, like a quarter. I don't know, quarter, third. Like it's not a full keyboard. There's a whole sizing convention. And you should check MX Master Mouse. Okay, might as well check it now. MX Master Mouse. Ooh, ergonomic. I feel like these are for designers, you know. This is what even is this? Like this one takes it too far. This one takes it way too far. This one is this one, a complete side. Here's another view of it. I suppose you look like this when you're doing things. You're just moving things around. Feels very unnatural because we're so used to this, you know. But I think you can get it. I mean, come on, in terms of ergonomics, the body is like this, like your arm is like this. And so when you just do this, this is natural. This is the ultimate level of ergonomics. So logically, you know, and so if you just go like this to move around, I guess that is the least amount of. But I mean, come on, like literally, just move the mouse. That's intense. That's intense. I want one. Mice. Are they called? Is it a mouse or is it mice? Let me give this a follow-up prompt. Like back to the game thing. Say there's still a bit of delay plus some potential sync issues. Check the new part skill. Author plus auto run a mini bev using Shoof Sand. Oh, where's the chat? Oh, here. Using Shoof Sand, not Shoof, because sometimes it'll just hijack my computer. Using Shoof Sand, not Shoof, to audit the code and the architecture, not the architecture, and the various providers we're using, primarily railway. I'm saying various, but it shouldn't be. And the provider, and the providers we're using railway. Okay, so I'm gonna basically what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to tell it, like, just go deep, figure out exactly what's causing the latency, the sync issues. Okay, I'm gonna say note. This is read only. Don't make any changes. Use brevity where it is applicable. All right, there we go. Now I put this on medium. That's enough. This is gonna do two things for me. Click enter. It's going to do two things for me. Number one is it's going to actually find the issues that were highlighted by Philip and Sasa. I'm just gonna call you Sasa. And so it's gonna find those issues. But then two, and this is more important, it's going to embed the context, at least because it's a mini bev. So it's going to take a bunch of context, but it's going to embed, I would say like 15%, max 20%, with all the necessary information for me to later on, when I do decide on the solution, say apply the solution. And it already has a very, very clear picture of what's going on. And it'll just reduce the chance that it makes a mistake. So really, the whole point of this bev number 8, is to find the issues and put them at the forefront of the context window. So here are the phases. We've got audit, phase number 1, code path latency sync sweep, server tech pipeline, just check everything. Okay. Provider audit, railway deployment, region source. One of the things really that could cause a bunch of problems is the regions. Different regions, you're just going to have lag. That's why all the games have like North America or like Asia, different servers. We might need that, to be honest, like, which kind of sucks, like, if you think about it, because it would be so nice if we could just all play together. But anyway, then there's this verification check, live measurement. I actually check things live, which is nice, and because of my Shufsan skill, we can get all that information. So that's a very big deal. Like the network data that exists temporarily, and keep in mind, this isn't logged. Like Google logs a lot and gives it to you as information, but the network stuff isn't logged. But guess what? I log it. My Shufsan skill goes and it logs all of the network failures, everything that happens, and it just saves it in the background. And so what ends up happening is now the context, basically, when you're talking to Fable, it has all of those little things that are happening. I'll show you, because sometimes it's difficult to understand without seeing. So I'll go ahead and I'll click on the Shufsan skill. Oh, Veros, you're still here. Hi. The Shufsan skill here. Okay, I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna go to visualizer, and unfortunately, in the visualizer, it doesn't, or in this instance, it doesn't have it. But over here, DevTools. Yeah, I need to go on the real Chrome instance. Yeah, I'll go here. Visualizer. What is going on? Turn this on. There we go. DevTools. Network there. So there's nothing right now because it's just like a local host, nothing happened. But every time there's any network thing that happens in the DevTools. So if you right click, you go to inspect, it opens up this page with a bunch of DevTools and everything exists for you. In the network area, when you make changes and you click around, you see things like something very important to us, the milliseconds of things, right? So all this stuff, gets shown, how long it takes to open this thing, to do that thing, to load this, the media, the image, everything. And so all this shows immediately and then disappears. I log it because why not? I log it all. I have terabytes, bro. I have terabytes. Why not? Why not log? Look at my terabytes. I clicked the zoom button, but this is a T, even though it says GB and it's 931, but it's a T. This here is also a T. I know, it says GB. For some reason, it doesn't give you the full T when you get a T. But this is a TB, not a GB. This is reserved. And you can see the T over here, but it's reserved for other things, for YouTube's. Aha, you saw it. You see my T's? Yeah, everything gets logged here though. And then I think it's a Y drive. Everything gets logged over here. And then I'm able to actually see what's going on, or get able to see what's going on, so that I can actually do things properly, as opposed to just do them and then say it verified, but really didn't verify. It just checked the code. Verification is hands-on, like actually run the thing, check the DOMs. The one thing, and this is the game changer thing that is going to make it really, really good for me. So there's a capture thing that obviously exists in the DOMs, and yeah. So right now this is Fable took control, so I'm not doing anything here. Fable is in control. It's playing the game. The one thing that's going to change everything is when I have video. Okay, that's cute. Look, it goes and it types the words manually. Fable. It calls itself lat probe. What is lat probe? Very cute. Playing the game. The one thing, I'm sorry, I keep saying the one thing, is video. So right now there's capture, and it can do a bunch of captures whenever there's an image to understand what's going on, but it's not a dedicated, like, catch each frame and then put it together the way YouTube does. If there's something called YTDLP, and then you can use it to download things from Google, right? And what it'll do is I think it's called Canvas or Collage or montage. No, there's a specific, like, there's a command, okay, which what it does is it'll take a bunch of frames, storyboard, I think, and it'll put them all in one image, and it'll show you the sequence of events that took place. And Fable can do a very good job, and Claude even, or Opus can do a good job of interpreting what's going on. That's missing from my Shoof skills. I haven't, like, I always think about it because I know it'll give me a huge edge, but I haven't done it because I've never needed to thus far. It's one of those things where, like, a little optimization isn't going to change anything. Just focus on actually building stuff, because I can sit here forever just building my workflow, and you can too. But are you actually out there putting your game out as soon as there is any semblance of a show? Because if you aren't, what are you doing? Dennis's lobby. There's a Dennis. If you have a game, if you have anything, put it out. Just put it out. The test is the people. You know what I mean? It's fun. People understand. People understand when you build something. If you don't mind me asking, what are your current PC specs, sir? Thank you for calling me sir, but it's okay. You don't have to. And yes, I don't. No, I don't mind. Let me show you. This is my specs. Let me actually just go to the task manager. That's the easiest way to show. I have two GPUs. They're the small ones, not the big ones. They're the ones with the 2 fans, not 3 fans. RTX 5060 Ti and RTX 3080 Ti. It used to just be the 3060 Ti. And it used to just be this one, and it's a really strong GPU, by the way. I believe this one's 8. Yeah, this one's only 8 GB. I really liked it, and then I wanted the new best version of it. And so I got the new best version of it, which is RTX 5060, and I think it hijacked my computer again. And I think that it's perfect. Like, it's more than enough, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't want the really big GPU. You could do so much with it. What's going on? Oh, it's doing the sync thing. All right, let me open the task manager again. And my CPU is this one. This is my CPU. i7 10700K, 3.8 gigahertz. But check this out. For some reason it just goes up. So I'm like not overclocking or anything. The base speed is still like that 3.8 range, but it just goes up on its own, even though the utilization is low. Which is nice. The internet, I'll be honest, is kind of an issue. My internet, I don't know if that's part of the specs, but it's kind of an issue. Memory, I think I got 32 gigs. Cache 90. What is this? What do you mean 40? Pretty sure this is yeah, this is weird. I'm not even entirely sure what's going on. I'm not really a hardware guy, but I want to be. Ever since I got this GPU and plugged it in myself, I've become very interested in hardware. But it's very expensive. Like right now, the GPUs are ridiculous. You should try Linux someday. I will definitely try Linux someday. I want to. I'm just not there yet. I almost did it. I almost did it. I'll tell you why. Because I bought this. I'll show you. I got this. Okay, this is the R36S. And what's happening is it's running Linux in the background. It's just a game console that you can get from Chimo. I was gonna say cheap and Timo at the same time, but it's from Timo. It's a little dusty, as you can see, which is why when you're living in Kuwait, you need to have something like this. And now it's not dusty anymore. That's how that works. But sometimes there's just remnants of dust. And we'll get into the Linux thing, but here's the thing. Sometimes when there's remnants of dust, you gotta have this here. And now it's not dusty. To the Linux thing though. It's running Linux. It's actually running Linux. And you can do whatever you want with it, however you want, basically. And there's a slot, like a SD card slot here, that if you take this out, I know it's a little difficult to see, but you can experiment however you want with it. And so what I was trying to do is I was trying to see like what games can I add and stuff. And then I got into a little bit of the Linux rabbit hole. And I saw that you can, what is it called? Not burn, like an image file or something like that. Not burn, like image, like there's a particular way that you need to save a file onto a USB or something and then boot with it in. Like there's a way to do it. Seemed like it was a little risky, especially because my computer's nice and I like it. And so if I'm going to do Linux, I'm probably going to not risk it on my main system, which is Windows. Plus, and the main reason I was thinking I want to do Linux is just I hate the updates, the constant, just like Windows will just throw things at you that just ruin everything. And then there's noises. Like, I don't want the noises. I don't want the updates. I don't care. Do everything in the background. It's fine. I don't care. Even if it slows down my system, okay. I don't care. But just don't, while I'm in the middle of something, send me a ping of like, do this, click that. That's the one. That's the whole reason. That's the only reason that I'm thinking it might be worth it to go down the rabbit hole. But if I do that, like, I'm gonna do it for real, and it's just not the time for me right now. Are you using Linux, Jay? Are you still there? Is anyone else using Linux? I would experiment with Linux on just systems like this, and especially now that AI like makes it possible like to do this very easily. Elon, welcome back. I'm starting to think you're not an AI. I'm starting to think you're not an AI. Smoking? Are you smoking? Make boot. I don't know what's up with my YouTube, but making that bootable is easy. What do you mean? Yeah, this is basically Linux. So technically I'm running Linux every time I run it. So you're not the only ones who use Linux. I use it too. How does it work? What does it do? What version of Linux are you using? I have no idea, but it's Linux. I'm using it. Tell me I'm not. Tell me you can't. Okay. I'm gonna stop trolling and let's actually just check on this bev, which got done. All right. So like I said, we're just trying to embed some of the context to figure out what the issues are. The suggestions that we got from Sasa and Felipe or Philip. Turns out we already have them because Fable or Fable, whatever you want to call it, decided, yes, these things are important. Let's have them in there. And so we have them. But it's not enough. It's not enough. We need to have them in there in the optimal configuration to make sure that we actually have proper sync, low latency, and the game is tactile enough. And like I said, the solution is probably going to be loopholes, kind of like how Instagram made it feel like you're loading really quickly. But still, we're going to read this section here. Before I do, let me respond to Jay. Like creating the bootable USB of Linux OS. Yeah, pretty good. I have separate Linux Mint system. Yeah, the bootable. You have to create the bootable. I'm gonna probably do that. I might even make that into a video. What I really like about Linux Mint I am using is that I can really customize it. Yeah, I really like customization, which is a big part of why I would want to use Linux. But I also really like safety, which is why I'm afraid. But I'm gonna do it. Like, it's gonna happen. It'll happen on a different system, obviously. It's not a priority for me right now. That's the only reason it hasn't happened. So it just needs to be optimized then. Definitely. Let's see what it's saying. All right, so Beva is complete. Dominant. 370 millisecond app layer. WebSocket round trip. That's a lot. 370 milliseconds for the round. That's a lot. From here to the server, raw network RTT is only 180, 200 milliseconds, but every actual message round trip, WS and HTTPS, costs 360 to 390 ms. Wait. And HTTPS, maybe it's using like a hybrid. So this is an important thing to factor in, because just because it said yes doesn't mean that it's yes 100%. Ooh. Ooh. All right, I'm not gonna send this prompt in yet, but I'm gonna type it because I do need to know. Are we using both network request? I believe that's what they are. Network request approaches? Question mark. And then I'm gonna put what I actually mean. WS plus HTTPS. If so, what? If so, is it a hybrid approach? All right, just questions. Let me just like actually figure out what's going on. All right. The signature of Railway's Anycast edge terminating the connection at far POP sounds like an important thing. POP. We'll call it pop. I'm gonna be that guy. Okay. Allow me to be that guy, because honestly, who's Jason? Who's Jason? Connection at a far pop and backhauling to the origin in Amsterdam. What does Amsterdam have anything to do with anything? AMS. Is that Amazon? Is that Amazon in Amsterdam that's involved somehow in my game? One replica. Kuwait, Amsterdam, direct would be 90 to 130 milliseconds. The routed path pays roughly double. You guys, you taught me the exact terms that I need to learn to understand how the pipeline works. Jason who, yeah. All right. I'm thinking maybe we probably would need to also strip some things down if we want speed, but let's finish reading. All right, plus 0 to 100 millisecond tick alignment, key effects ship on the next 10 Hz snapshot, measured by authoritative echo. I have no idea what this. P50, 429 milliseconds. I don't even know like what is being said about this 429 milliseconds, but I see it and I just feel like it's happening. What? 429 milliseconds? No. Let me actually see what this is about. P99, 727. Whoa. 50 average tick. The math closely clean. Yeah, I think I'm just misunderstanding what's going on, because there's no way it's close to a second. Key effect shipping on the next 10 Hz snapshot. Measured key authoritative echo. Honestly, I feel like this could be really important, so I'm gonna say this. Explain in LDR. Explain number 2 again with absolutely. That's not how you spell absolutely. Absolutely no tech jargon. Because I already have the tech jargon version of it on top, right? So if I read the one that's no tech jargon at all, then the tech jargon one will make sense. Then I can use the tech jargon on the world and start saying things that nobody understands, and like I'm really smart, you know. All right. 0 to 180 millisecond client throttle. What? Command buffer is never predicated or predicted. Why would I think predicated? It doesn't fit. My bad, everyone. The command heart strip renders the server snapshot buff, so while typing heart, your feedback runs 0.5 to 0.6 seconds behind your fingers. That's a lot. That's this thing over here. The 429 milliseconds could be. Creep word fill is predicted. Paints on key down, which makes command mode feel worse by contrast. Oh, I see. Because command mode has to do a lot more, and that's why it's slower. And that's why every time I type poof, it takes a while for it to set in. Rolled out by measurement. Cadence. Tap fixed targets for a future session. Recommendations only. Okay. Housekeeping. 2 throwaway probe accounts were created during measurement. Harmless, delete whenever you like, whatever. Explain number 2 and number 3. Again, with absolutely no tech jargon. I understood the first one, kind of. But number 2 and number 3, if I'm being honest, like, I tried. Genuinely tried. It's not clicking. Like, this is too much new information for me right now. I'm not familiar enough with it, but we'll figure it out, you know? We'll figure it out. Yes, both, but it's a clean split, not blend. HTTP handles the one-off account stuff. Signing up, logging in, and out of the session. Zoom preference. WebSocket handles literally everything live. Lobbies, chat, trade, pics, and all gameplay. So it's hybrid only in the sense that 2 channels exist. Okay, that's good, actually. I remember when I was initially prompting this, and it was really slow, and I was like, that's not okay. Set up Railway, fully optimize it, ask a bunch of alignment questions, give me practical outcomes based on whatever answers that I respond with to choose with. And it basically gave me multiple choice. And with multiple choice, it's very easy to pass. Because you can just rule out the things that you don't want. And you get a passing grade, you know what I mean? And so that's why I have a passing grade. That's why Sasa and Philip, you guys gave me suggestions. Turns out we already have them. Basically, there's a skill called Grill Me. It's kind of like that, but I haven't tried Grill Me, to be honest. Because all I say is ask many alignment questions. When you're authoring the BEV, the bird's eye view plan, basically. And so that way, you know, it just kind of works out for me. Okay, let's see what this is. Number 2 with no tech jargon. The server doesn't tell everyone about things the moment they happen. Instead, 10 times per second, it takes a photo of the whole battlefield and mails that photo to every player. When you press a key, the server registers it instantly, but you don't see the results until the next photo goes out. Oh, that's the whole optimization thing. Okay, we figured it out. So basically, 100 milliseconds, every 100 milliseconds, you have like a persistent, every 100 milliseconds, you have a signal. Okay, imagine this. You just have a feed. You have a feed of like, okay, during 1 second, 10 times. And information can only be transferred during that. And so that time in between, nothing happens. And you just wait. Now, it doesn't sound like a problem until you realize that there's a lot of moving parts. And so, what if one of the things happens, but then the second one depends on that one happening? Well, you just jumped up from 100 milliseconds wait time to 200. Take that into a loop, and now you sometimes will have to wait 300 milliseconds, 400 milliseconds, and at that point, you're basically half a second long in terms of wait time, which makes all the difference in these really quick tactile games, which if you have really fast internet does not make sense. Which I don't have really fast internet, unfortunately, but soon we're building the infrastructure in the country to have like really, really fast internet everywhere, I think. Hopefully, inshallah. We'll see. All right. I think I know the fix. I think I already know the fix, but for now, I'm just gonna write down, because I'll do this later. 100 ms ladder. Is that the word? 100 millisecond tick decrease. I'll try only decreasing, because if I try it on 50 milliseconds, 20 times per second, theoretically we can just double the speed, right? And what if I do 25 milliseconds? Is that going to be quadruple or like 8 times? I don't know, but we should try that first, because maybe it's a very minimal, little, just small adjustment and then completely fixes the problem. If that's the case, then okay, problem solved. All right, number 3. This one really didn't make any sense. No jargon. 2 things on your own screen add more delay. First, your game only refreshes the little status displays. Your hearts, the heart text you're typing, trinket counts about 5 times a second. So every information that already arrived can sit unused for a moment before it's drawn. Okay, that's probably what Philip was talking about. It colors in the letters the instant you press them. This is the heart thing, because it's deliberately talking about the heart thing, and Philip specifically said the heart didn't work. Okay, when you type creeps word, the game cheats in a good way. It colors the letter the instant you press them. That was my idea. Like, that wasn't the case. I just told it, let's use the runtime. The moment you click the button, just to make it feel tactile, throw the color code in. It's fine. Like, even if there's a little bit of lag afterwards, just throw it in. And then the people typing, when they type that last letter, immediately get that confirmation. And now that reset, the moment you reset and you go to the next word, which will take, more than a split second, because come on, we're human. You just kind of don't realize that there is lag. And that was my initial solution, but apparently it's not enough. Maybe there's some people who are just that fast. Okay. It colors in the letter the instant you press them. Proprietary solution invented by yours truly, without waiting to hear back from the server. But when you type a command like heart, it doesn't do that trick. It waits for the server's photo to come back before showing what you typed. What? I think that adds up. I'm just brain farting. Your fingers finish heart about half a second before the screen, which is exactly what makes it feel broken or out of sync, even though the server is doing everything correctly. Yeah, this isn't a real problem. I think this is because I proposed the problem. I was like, do this, check this, the problem, and then it wants to find the solution. And so what does it do? It just goes and like looks there must be a problem here in the heart section. Here's where it is. So I don't believe it. I don't believe number 3. I believe that number 2, the whole thing that I was talking about with the 100 milliseconds, 10 times a second, is the entire problem across the board. And if that gets solved, then automatically all the issues disappear. I think, maybe, we'll see. And then also, one thing that I'm really thinking about is the HTTP thing. So I asked if we're using a hybrid, because I was thinking maybe some of the, like for example, some of the commands, that's using the WebSocket, but then like some of the words maybe are not, right? So within the game, some things are happening, but it turns out no. What if Actually, a hybrid approach is better. When I typed the prompt, I was thinking maybe the hybrid slows it down because HTTPS acts like as a bottleneck, if that makes any sense. But what if it's the opposite? Like you add HTTPS and then it just speeds some things up because the protocol for HTTPS request sends immediately upon click. So that's another consideration. I'm gonna just try do hybrid. At least try hybrid. This is a bunch of new stuff, to be honest with you. I don't even know what's going on. But seriously though, Sass and Philip, like this was a completely different quality of input. Yesterday was just funny. Like it was fun. Like make this happen, make that happen. Like no, like really technical stuff. Today's quality of input had some of that in the beginning. Some ideas for the skills and the trinkets really. But this type of input has really helped me. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. It's getting dark. Feels like it got dark early, you know? I usually end around 7. It's not 7 yet. Start around 4, 5. Wait, 4 to 5, 6, 7. Yeah, this is about the time that I end. Probably going to end the stream any second now. I just want to say seriously thank you. Like this opportunity to share the game and then have you guys join in, click around, and try to break it with me, basically, gives me really, really quick, immediate feedback, which is why I'm able to build this so quickly. I'm going to do my best to make it so that this is implemented by tomorrow, everything, including a couple things from yesterday that I didn't get implemented. Definitely, though, there will be a bunch of stuff implemented, a bunch of changes. We're not going to do skills just yet. I want to build the foundation first before I start adding a bunch of moving parts that, you know, it's extra stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Sasa. Sasa. Lokis, Sasa Lokis. Thank you so much, seriously. So yeah, I'm not gonna add the skills yet. The game mechanic won't be at its full potential for a while. Things like the latency and the sync issue need to be fully resolved. Whether they exist or not, they still feel like they exist, which means they exist, if that makes any sense. So that needs to be completely fixed before we start adding the skills and go into game mechanics. That's where I'm at. Okay, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you to everyone who joined the chat. Jay, Sasso, Sasa, Elon Musk. Hi, Elon. Thank you. Philip, reading out the names. I think that's important. Jamil is my IRL friend. Thank you, Jamil. You're still there also. Archive drops. Veros, thank you for playing and carrying us during the team. Lucky Faraday. Winta. Archive drops. Yeah. Handle up. Lots of people today. Lots of people. Thank you, guys. Stranger GG. Mohibul Shuvu. Reza Nexa, you keep coming back. Thank you so much. Noor, you gave me lots of really good ideas. The whole dynamic moving thing. Seriously, really good creative idea. There's non-technical idea, just it's gonna add a bunch of technical issues, but thank you. That makes a lot of sense. I think that's everyone. Yes, I believe I got everyone. All right, guys. That's it for today. Prime, salam alaikum. Yeah, and I'm saying goodbye, Prime. I'm sorry, but I'm ending the stream right now. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll probably stay a little longer. Maybe start a little later, but yes, I'm leaving now. Check earlier, there's some changes to the game. And I'll see you tomorrow if you stop by. Wa alaikum salam and ma salama. All right. Peace.